Do you want to advertise on Reddit without getting banned or roasted in the comments? Most brands fail because they treat Reddit like Instagram or Facebook. And in this video, I'll show you the exact strategies I use to grow brands organically while keeping the algorithms happy. But there's the truth. Reddit is weird. You can't just show up and start dropping links. That is the fastest way to get shadow banned, meaning you'll keep posting, but literally no one will see your content. Trust me, I learned this the hard way. My name is Oleg G, by the way, and I've been doing Reddit marketing for the past 2 years. Most people just create an account and immediately start promoting. Bad move. Spend your first 2 weeks just lurking. Read posts in subreddits related to your niche. And if you're a marketing brand, hang out in subreddit marketing. See what people are talking about and how they talk. Then start commenting. Not about your brand, just helpful stuff. Answer questions. Share your experience. Build up some karma, which is basically Reddit's reputation score. Once you hit around 500 karma, then you can occasionally mention your brand, what it's actually relevant to the conversation. On top of that, Reddit uses AI now to spot spam accounts. If you're constantly doing sales pitches, dropping links, posting the same thing over and over, you are getting flagged. And the scary part, you won't even know it happened. Like, I'm the moderator of my subreddit, OCryptoCanada, and it shows directly that this user's post won't be visible because he or she shadow banned, but you won't see it. Now, since we have at least 4-week account with over 500 karma, let's talk on how to mention your brand organically. Most people walk into a thread and start acting like a salesperson on a deadline. Don't do that. Redditors have a BS detector, way sharper than any other platform. If you sound like an ad, they won't just ignore you, they'll roast you. The secret is to mention your brand casually, like it's another tool in your kit. If someone asks for a project management tool, don't just scream your brand name. Say something like, honestly, I've jumped between Asana, ClickUp, and this newer one called Your Tool. They all handle client deliverables pretty well, but Your Tool is what I'm using lately to keep things organized. See that? You aren't selling, you're sharing. You're putting yourself on the same level as the giants, which instantly gives you credibility. Now, here's the part that's going to feel wrong. Do not drop a link. I know it sounds crazy. You want the click, right? But on Reddit, a link is a red flag for the modes and the AI spam filters. By leaving the link out, you're doing something way more powerful, driving brand search. When people see a name they don't recognize next to big names like Asana, they get curious. They open a new tab and Google you. When Google sees a spike in people searching for a specific brand name, your SEO authority increases. You're not just getting a visitor, you're telling Google that you're a big deal in your niche. It's indirect, it's subtle, and it's how the biggest brands secretly win on this platform. Plus, this is how we win at AI search. But that's a different topic. Let me know in the comments if you want a video on how to use Reddit to get mentioned in AI search results. Now, let's talk about a strategy that's a bit more aggressive, but if you do it right, it's one of the fastest ways to get high intent users. I call it the helpful competitor strategy. People complain about your competitors all over Reddit and use it to your advantage. Also, every big brand has a subreddit, and if you go to a sub like SEMrush, you'll see something interesting. Pain. You'll find threads from people complaining about the price hikes, dark patterns when they try to cancel, or features that just stopped working. And when someone is venting their frustration, they are in a buying state. They are actively looking for an exit. Most marketers mess this up by jumping in and saying, "SEMrush sucks, use my tool instead." Don't do that, you'll get banned. First, offer a lateral recommendation. If someone is complaining about a specific feature, don't even mention your brand name first. Give them a free workaround or a tip on how to fix it in the tool they are already using. but then organically mention the other common problem with this brand, and this is what makes you cancel. And you've tried, this is where you put your brand, and it's good so far. You aren't attacking the competitor. You're validating the user's feelings. You are a peer giving a recommendation, not a brand making a pitch. You're catching them at the exact moment they are ready to jump ship. And a pro tip from me, use a tool like F5bot to set up alerts for your competitors' names. The second a thread like this starts, you want to be one of the first 3 comments. The first comments get the most upvotes and the most eyeballs. And the tool is free to use, by the way. If you want the ultimate control, you need to stop playing on other people's turf and build your own. Create a subreddit for your brand. This is the long game, but it's the most powerful SEO asset you can own. This isn't just theory for me. This is my primary strategy. I built communities like AISEOforBeginners with 2,500 members, OCryptoCanada with 2,200 members, and even niche ones like GalapagosTourism and more. When you own this subreddit, you make the rules. You don't have to worry about moody moderator deleting your link. Plus, Reddit threads are ranking higher than ever on Google. If someone searches for a problem and the top result is a discussion in your subreddit, you've already won. To start, your account needs to be 30 days old with some karma. I'd recommend at least 500. Once it's live, use it as a helpful resource and do not promote your brand. The first 100 members are the hardest, and growing these communities from 0 to thousands of members is a whole skill set in itself. I actually put together a full masterclass on how I grow these subreddits and use them to drive organic traffic and conversions. I've uploaded the whole Reddit organic marketing course to my school community. So if you want to see the behind the scenes of my exact workflow, check the link in the description. If you want to go big, you need to run what's so-called AMA, an Ask Me Anything session. This is the only time Reddit actually wants you to be the center of attention. But how do you get into one? First, participate in the subreddit for months or 2 and build some credibility. Then, reach out to the mods with a proper proposal. Show them your credentials and explain what value you'll bring. When you do the AMA, be real. Answer questions honestly, even the weird ones. For example, in this marketing AMA, the most upvoted question was, do you think the Titans make playoffs? If you turn every reply into a sales speech, the community will turn on you. Block out 3 hours, roll up your sleeves, and just give away your best secrets for free. If you want to see how powerful this is, look at this AMA from a professional mattress tester. He didn't just get a spike in traffic that day. He basically broke the internet in his niche. Because he provided so much value, that single Reddit thread started ranking #1 on Google for the term best mattress. Think about that. Companies spend millions a year on ads for that keyword. And this guy took the top spot just by being helpful on Reddit. Sometimes the simplest approach is actually the most powerful. Just answer questions really, really well. But I'm not talking about a one-sentence surface-level stuff. I'm talking about deep, thoughtful responses that make people stop scrolling and say, who is this person? Go to your target subreddits and sort by new. You want to be the first person to give a high-quality answer. If you're the first responder and your answer is amazing, it stays at the top of the thread forever. So what a deep answer looks like. Don't just give a tip. Research the person's specific situation. Tailor your answer like you're a consultant being paid $500 an hour. Explain your reasoning. Mention the trade-offs. Be honest about what sucks. And most importantly, do not promote a single thing. Look at brands like Ahrefs or 1Password. You'll often see their actual team members, developers, or founders hanging out in technical threads. If someone asks a complicated question about cybersecurity, a 1Password dev might jump in with 500-word breakdown on how encryption works. They aren't saying buy our app. They are proving they're the smartest people in the room. And when you do this, people naturally click your profile to see what you are about. They find your bio, they find your links, and they discover your brand because they wanted to, not because you forced them. Over time, your Reddit profile becomes a portfolio of expertise that sells for you while you sleep. Everything I've talked in this video is 100% organic. It's about building trust, reputation, and long-term SEO. But I know some of you thinking, can I just pay to get to the top? The answer is yes, Reddit ads exist. But let me warn you, Reddit ads are a completely different animal. If you run a standard corporate-style ad here, it won't work. It's a massive topic. Let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in a video about Reddit ads. At the end of the day, Reddit is the last place on the internet where human to human value still beats a big marketing budget. If you show up, stop acting like a brand and start acting like a member of the community. Don't forget to check out my course in my school community if you want the exact step-by-step on how I grew my subreddits like AI SEO for beginners. Thanks for watching. Keep it real on the subreddits. Subscribe to my channel if you found such videos helpful, and see you in the next one.